Welcome to a 2v2 on Crossing in the Woods. This game is going to be Partizanski and Polkovnik Petr versus Dreamerdude and T3H. We've got double Soviets here in the north, guard motor, shock rifle, and armored assault. Shock motor, shock rifle, Soviet combined arms versus Luftwaffe ground forces, fortifications, scavenge, and breakthrough. Luftwaffe already locked in, nobody else has chosen quite yet. We're going to see an aggressive Kuba wagon opening running straight across the river towards the right side fuel. Going to make it to a green cover position before opposition arrives. That's good. Oh, no problem, Momo. Sure. It's my pleasure. Stern Pioneers hiding in green cover over here should be able to win an engagement against this stuff. But Kuba Wagon's not really moving to support. Probably try and actually help. Stern Pioneers just left cover. Oh, they took a huge burst of damage because of that. See how much damage they just got nailed by those conscripts because they jumped out of cover for a second right there. Down to half health now. They're going to start dropping models soon. Fortunately, the conscripts are going down first. Kuba Wagon should be able to keep this squad suppressed over here in the road. Stern Pioneers should be able to win this engagement, but a Molotov just got researched. Oh! No crits though. He's going to charge. Wow, charges into close range and those conscripts retreated despite the fact that these stern piles are dangerously low right now. Meanwhile, the engagement to the left, we will see penal battalions. A tier 1 opening from Partizanski, or Partizanski. And nobody's taking control of the cutoff yet. Interesting choice. T3H might want to get on that. Stern Pioneers taking control of the munitions right here in these two squads in red cover, just moving to take control of this area. Should maybe be able to win an engagement against those penal battalions, especially if Stern Pioneers close into short range. Meanwhile, the engagement for the right side. Stern Pioneers throwing down some reinforced wire barricades. Kuba Wagon available in the area to try and force away anything that gets too close. It looks like Polkovnik Petr is going to rotate towards the center. Throw down some wire. One squad of conscripts heading right is going to run straight into that Kuba Wagon again. Soviet sniper on the field here. Partizanski will start taking shots at the Stern Pioneers, bleeding them quite expensively. And everything here will be forced to retreat away from the sniper and penal battalion after taking too much manpower bleed, not being able to stick around in the engagement. This squad of Folks Grenadiers takes back control of the cutoff and VP. One squad of conscripts hovering right here. Petr is operating on an oddly small army. He has purchased all 3 base upgrades after a 2 conscript opening? Really? Unless I'm missing something. Yeah, he hasn't. Nothing's been wiped. He's just built a 2 conscript opening before teching and buying all base upgrades, leaving him with an extremely small army. It's 500 manpower of upgrades. Thanks, Justin. I'm glad you like that emote. I like it too. I think it's hilarious. My girlfriend took the picture. Oh, those stern piles just fell so low.
MG-34 heavy machine guns are now available.
And the Kuba Wagon is destroyed by conscripts oorahing into short range and destroying it with an AT grenade. So despite going with an extremely low amount of conscripts here in his opening, he does manage to get into close range and destroy the Kuba Wagon with AT grenades. So his tech decisions have paid off, and he takes out Kugelwagen, although his opponent has apparently fielded a second one. Dreamerdude going to go double Kugelwagen, which is a rather dangerous thing to do, but considering he's up against somebody that has also fielded barely any units, maybe he won't be in that bad of a situation. The Kugelwagen projecting over here might be able to put pressure on that sniper, at least to stay outside of this cone. But the M3 is a significant danger to it.
MG-34 heavy machine guns are now available. Heavy fortification now available. Pioneers standing by.
Panzer connects with the M3 right there. Deals pretty decent damage. Sniper continues to kite. Over here on the right side, there will be another engagement for the right side fuel. There's an MG-34 on the field from Luftwaffe ground forces. 2 MGs, in fact. So lots of suppression sources. That Kugelwagen really wants to kill that M3, but it's not going to happen. If it just sits here camping the base entrance, it's eventually going to be forced to retreat, but of course Tier 1 doesn't have much of a counter to the Kugel other than the M3, which is still back for repairs, so the Kugelwagen can afford to be a little bit aggressive right there. Stern Pios jump into close range on those conscripts right there, dealing heavy damage to both sides because of a Molotov. 2 crits on those Stern Pios. Pretty serious damage on the squad themselves. Retreating through their own flames, and Volksgrenadiers will make their way up here to get control of the strategic point. There's going to be a triple cap going against the Allies if they don't figure something out soon. This Tier 1 opening from the Soviet player clearly isn't really getting anything done. And these MG-34s on the right side are probably going to be quite a nuisance for the Soviets to deal with, although there is a mortar on the field to try and bombard them. They stay stationary for too long. And it looks like this Volksgrenadier blob is getting a little weak. Guards on the field run right into a Kugelwagen over here on the left side, bringing it dangerously close to destruction. Mine, by the way, in the retreat path of all of these Volksgrenadiers could be a serious problem, especially if a squad retreats with only 1 man remaining. Grenade toss. Off target, fortunately. Nice dodge. And he will retreat without hitting the mine, fortunately. Shock troops will be forced to retreat from the center, and the MG-34 working on conscripts over here on the right side look like they will probably also be forced to retreat, getting suppressed. Fallschirmjäger deployed out of the house and counter the sniper behind enemy lines, but it looks like it's going to get away without taking any casualties, and an M3 with the Penal Battalion inside is dealing huge damage. Satchel charge! Oh! Or wait, no, bundle grenade. Why did I think that was a satchel charge? Bundle grenade. Bundle grenade toss at the M3. Prompts it to reposition and deals a little bit of damage to the squad inside, so that's something, I guess. Stern Pioneers jumping into close range on a conscript squad over here, plus Volksgrenadiers supporting from the back, prompts some conscripts to retreat, and will force that mortar off the battlefield as well. Guards take control of the left side territory, however, and it looks like the Soviets will have both fuel points under their control quite soon, which is going to slow things down for this double over Commando West team significantly. Justin just subbed! Thank you, Justin, for subscribing! Just a couple more and I'll have 2 more emote slots. I have to get to 25. 25 subs. And then I'll be able to make 2 more emotes. Probably one something to do with coffee and then like something to do with something else. I don't know. Thank you very much, Justin, for your subscription. I still don't have a sub alert yet, Antilles. I'm working on that. I'm working on that. Hopefully by tomorrow. MG-34 firing on these shock troops, and they will be forced to retreat. Conscript squad will also be forced to retreat. Folks Grenadiers are going to get control of the right side fuel point. Second squad of shock troops making its way forward, trying to put pressure on that machine gun and get it to retreat. Kuba wagon is pulling back to safety over here on the right side road. Over here on the left, oh, that grenade! Oh wait, that's a satchel. Okay, satchel actually does clip this Panzer Fusilier squad though. 2 of them go down. Looks like those guards are getting focused hard. There's the retreat. Everything has to retreat from this super duper blob. And Ted Jew should be able to get everything over here under his control. I don't think we have a minesweeper upgrade yet from him, so I can't believe nothing has hit that mine yet, considering how many engagements have happened in this general area. Kuwagen actually re-engages despite being practically dead. And a second squad of Fallschirmjäger is deployed out of this building. Stern Pioneers look like they're going to be too late to save the day. And that Kuwagen is screwed. But Fallschirmjäger should have no problem forcing a retreat thereafter. Squad will retreat. Stern Piles will retreat. These 2 squads are going to pull back to the safety of a Tier 4 structure, which has been built right here. After a Tier 3 opening, but no vehicles out of the Tier 3, so it looks like a looks rush to me, I think. He's actually, maybe not. He's got the fuel for one, and he has had the fuel for one for quite a while, having fuel transfer active for this long, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe a quick Sturm Tiger. Guess we'll find out. You think I should do a resident sleeper? I guess I could see me doing a resident sleeper. Maybe, I don't know. I'll think about it. Kind of like my profile picture, actually. Oh no, I'm pointing the wrong way. It's over there. My profile picture in the top right is like me like asleep. But it's like more of a romantic thing. I could see like an emote version of that. That squad will be forced to retreat right there. And these 2 squads are going to pull back to safety of the Tier 4 structure right here. Over here on the right side, Folks Grenadiers are going to move to take control of the strategic point, and there is a T-gun on the field. A T-gun on the field to help against these... Nothing. I don't know why that's on the field, but there is a Jagdpanzer in production now.
Panzer Fusiliers reporting for action. Supply half-track is in action. Standing by for setting of command post.
All these pretty flowers, exactly. You guys are all beautiful, unique roses.
Panzer Fusiliers are ready for action.
Grenade Forces 1 retreat over here, and this conscript squad is also going to win that. Folks Grenadiers will retreat from both of these engagements. I think I heard a satchel or demo? Demo charge. Doesn't kill anything though. Almost wipes the Stern Pile squad, but it's no big deal. I think we've all seen much worse demo charges than that. Pretty nice grenade. Easily wins that engagement, and everything funneling into the red cover right here stands no chance. Stern Pioneers set up in green cover against red cover shock troops that are suppressed. Have no problem winning that engagement, and this machine gun crossfire has no problem forcing all Soviet infantry back into the base over here. Bazooka Tooth Gemini just subscribed. Thank you, Bazooka Tooth Gemini, for your subscription, and thank you for your continued support of the stream. I know you've fast-laned replays before too. Rap game Ghost Division rides again. This time, the beautiful Rose. Penal Battalion here in the center, taking control of the victory point, making their way up the left side. Panzer Fusiliers take control of the munitions and strategic point over here.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Satchel charge, toss, no dodge. There's the dodge. Okay, a little bit late, a little scary. But they do get away. Interestingly enough, if you throw a satchel inside of a demo charge crater, the green cover goes away and it gets replaced with yellow. Kind of interesting crater mechanics, apparently.
Crew taking fire!
Molotov toss on this MG34 right here. Meanwhile, here in the middle, grenade toss on. Oh, that wipe! That wipe! I think so, Bazooka Tooth Gemini, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that got fast lanes, unless maybe it didn't. I can't remember now. I hope so. If not, then I'll have to remember to do that.
Enemy flanking us!
Charging across that red cover doesn't end very well for those Sturm Pioneers. Meanwhile, on the right side, an M3 just way overextended into those Fallschirmjäger and gets destroyed. Jagdpanzer is available over here to take out any light vehicles or tanks easily. Penal Battalion there, which is in pretty deep, will be forced to retreat, but Fallschirmjäger also start getting focus fired down very quickly. Conscript Squad is getting focused down very quickly. They'll be forced to retreat. It looks like the engagement is generally trending towards the Soviets, which are trying to overwhelm this position and push everything off the right side and get some of this territory back under control, although a big Panzer Fusilier blob is moving to work on the center. Well, there's the Panzer II. He actually got it after a Panther, so he was just rushing a Panther this whole time with fuel transfer on out of his Tier 4 structure. Panther and then Panzer II. I don't think that Panther's even done anything yet, so... Alright. Ooh, that was a nice mortar hit right there. Over here on the right side, and then double MG34s, pressing some guards and forcing a retreat. And this Panzer II will have no problem rounding up those two squads. There's shocks. So lots of elite infantry is being forced off the battlefield back into the Soviet base, and should open up some opportunities for these Axis infantry to make their way forward, get some territory back under control, hopefully push these AT guns off the battlefield, make more space for the Axis vehicles. Panzer II will pull back for some repairs here in the base, and there's a huge blob just waiting to get sent back to the front lines. Soviet player is not spending his manpower. Already floating up for this ISU, but it's a little early to do so and a little too much manpower. I think he could throw one more squad on the field of some kind. Frangible grenade right there on those conscripts brings them quite low. In conjunction with that bundle grenade, squad of Fallschirmjäger will be forced to retreat though.
Fresh meat has arrived! Ready to deploy! Hostile fire! Hostile fire! Commentation! Combat promotion received! Relay order! Fire on that infantry! Under fire! Mortars incoming! Mortars incoming! Support! Damn it! Where are the others?
Panzer II is engaging here in the center, but so far it just keeps hitting the ground. Panzer Fusiliers get focus fired down and will be forced to retreat, getting away only extremely narrowly, if at all. Panther is still just sitting back here, by the way. It's barely done anything since it hit the field, just kind of sitting back there. Panzer II almost gets sniped. Oh, and it gets a main gun destroyed crate right there. So lucky. Whoa, what happened right here? Oh, jeez. Tier 4 structure gets caught under construction by 2 squads of shock troops and will go down. So much for that 80 fuel. I didn't see if he canceled it. I didn't see its health level, but it was probably going down extremely quick to those shocks. Frangible grenade on these shocks. Try and stall their advance. Bundle grenade does not destroy the screen cover position. Both shocks will back away from these Fallschirmjäger, who are Vet 4 and will probably be quite effective at gunning down anything that tries to get through that red cover. But there's only one squad of them. They're up against a lot of Soviet infantry right here. Soviet sniper in the back too, with 19 kills, Vet 2. Which at 21 minutes isn't exactly that impressive, but it's, you know, a pretty reasonable amount of bleed, especially against Fallschirmjäger. Stuka on the field bombards this area. Oh my god, the carnage.
Ready for action.
The carnage. Stuka destroys 2 field guns. Well, not destroys anything, but decrews 2 field guns. Fortunately, 2 squads of conscripts are available to recover them. That Stuka's off to a pretty good start. It's got 14 kills in its very first barrage. Stun grenade by those Sturmpyos. You never see that. That's like the only time I've actually seen a stun grenade used by Sturmpyos and have it like win an engagement and make a meaningful difference. Nice Vet 3 Sturmpyo stun grenade. Very cool. This Panther, by the way, is still like sitting AFK here in the central road. I don't understand what the deal is with that. Panzer II's been active, driving around, picking up kills. There's a Stuka on the field now as well with 14 kills, but that Panther has not moved. It is straight up just sitting there. Over here on the right side, the Vet 4 Fallschirmjäger doing great work. Grenade toss on those Volksgrenadiers does minor damage, nothing too serious. And there's the ISU 152 on the field now, exhausting most of Peter's reserve. I would not do that with those Volksgrenadiers. Fires one quick volley and then immediately retreats, knowing that death is the only thing he will find around that corner. Can't stick around with those Fallschirmjäger either. And off he goes. Oh, another full wipe from that grenade right there. Panther actually moves, but disengages away from this engagement. There's an SU-85 right there. And these forces are pulling back away from the Penal battalions as well. Over here on the right side, double Jagdtiger is going in on this ISU with a damaged engine from a Panzerfaust. They will take engine damage from an AT grenade right there, but I think that ISU might go down. It still has high explosive rounds equipped. It's so screwed. Stuka just pounded the center. And actually, I think might have picked up the ISU with that Stuka barrage, dealing a little damage to that mortar as well, but not quite on target to hit the field guns. This Jag Panzer did sustain engine damage during this engagement. This one falling pretty low too. Will turn to fire on the SU-85. Vet 4 Sturmpyos moving up to try and assist. That Jag Panzer just got abandoned. SU-85 comes dangerously close to being destroyed in this engagement. Jagdpanzer will pull back away from it though. And the Panther moves up to seal the deal. Nice play by the Panther to finish off that Su-85. And now all Soviet assault guns have been destroyed and the Jagdpanzer has been recovered. So both Jagdpanzers get out of the engagement alive. Panther gets out alive. All high priority Soviet targets wiped out. Pretty bad news for the Soviet players. Panzer II here needs to move back onto the front lines to help against these waves and waves of Soviet infantry. And there is a Katyusha on the field now, firing here in this area. And Volksgrenadiers force that retreat. Panzer II engaging against guards here in the central road. Double MG-34 over here protecting this approach. Need to rotate to protect the actual victory point though. Currently victory point's hugely in the Axis favor. And it doesn't look like the situation's going to turn around for the Allies anytime soon. Two shock troops taking control over here on the right side. The Vet 4 Fallschirmjäger moving to re-engage over here to try and work on those shocks. Another squad of Fallschirmjäger fielded out of the building. Stuka Barrage is slightly off target for these team weapons, unfortunately. And the Panzer II will be destroyed by a field gun wall. Penal Battalion kills an entire Volksgrenadier squad over here on the left side too, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to turn this game around. Frangible grenade toss right here to block those shock troops from getting into too close range on these Fallschirmjäger. That damage, my god, that's carnage. Vet 5 Fallschirmjäger just annihilated that shock troop squad so bad. Dodging a grenade, trying to stay at medium to long range against these shock troops if at all possible. More infantry is on their way over here. Meanwhile, the engagement for the center will see Sturm Pioneers and Volksgrenadiers engaging against Penal Battalion, Sniper, and a ton of this stuff. Huge Soviet combined arms force right here. Guard, Sniper, Penal, more Penal, Mortar, and Katyusha in this area, plus field guns. What Doth Life just subscribed! Thank you for subscribing, What Doth Life! Very much appreciate your support. Enjoy the emotes. Over here, Sturm Pioneers taking control of the strategic point, and Fallschirmjäger Vet 5 now on those Fallschirmjäger taking control of the right side dual point. Will be a triple cap going against the Allies again if they can't hold on to something. There are two Jagdpanzers on the field to counter whatever heavy form of anything that the Soviets might choose to field. Because Partizanski went tier 4, he's not even, doesn't even look like he's gonna make it to his T-34-85s. I don't think another ISU-152 is arriving anytime soon either, and even if either of those things does somehow manage to hit the field, there's plenty of preparation on this battlefield for them.
Enemy infantry! Grenade! Fire! Watch your arms! Ready!
Another frangible on the shock troop blob right there to try and damage and stall, and both squads will be forced to retreat. This one is right in the middle of that frangible. Oh my god, they might all die. I have a feeling every one of those is gonna die. Oh my god. Miracle escape. But I don't think it's going to matter. These two squads desperately clinging to the center point, but with only 73 points remaining, I don't think that the Allies can recover this game. And there you have it. Soviets will surrender. Wow, I really liked the use, by the way, of the frangible grenade on these Fallschirmjäger. I know I constantly am saying throw that smoke grenade, but I think this game is a pretty good example of how, especially against shock troops, it makes a huge difference. He turned so many engagements with that, only 30 munitions, great value. I think we definitely saw some great usages of the frangible grenade here, and I think that this was a good example of the Jagdpanzer being used as an effective counter to the ISU-152. So a couple good things on display this game. Good game. Axis wins.